Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back. The title of the video is going to be, You Will Become an AI Shepherd. You will become a shepherd. Now, you guys ever seen the 10 Commandments? You know, that movie that comes out right around this time, around Easter Sunday, okay? The story of Moses. And you see in that story, the shepherds, moving their sheep across the land. And then Moses takes his people from Egypt and he shepherds them across the Red Sea. The Lord opens up the Red Sea in the ocean. You guys ever seen that video? If you don't know, I think they used like thousands of pounds of Jello to make that scene of the Red Sea parting ways. If you've never seen the video, it's a classic, Charleston Heston. But we've been doing this for thousands of years. Shepherds, trying to move a flock of sheep or cattle, whatever you want to call it, across the landscape. And it's very unknown. It's all variable. And you don't know what that flock is going to do when it comes down to it. But you got to learn. You got to train that flock to go whichever way you want, to navigate the waters at the end of the day, or navigate the land. And the same thing is about to happen again. We are going to become shepherds once again in this world. And what does it come down to? It comes down to AI. AI is kind of like wild animals. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to have flaws. And what humans are going to have to do is they're going to have to train and decide how these AI models are reacting to the real world. That is what is going to happen at the end of the day. I was listening recently to a Tesla live stream that they just did like 2 or 3 days ago. All right, and Elon Musk he's up there doing his thing. He's always repeating the same thing over and over. You know, his story, clean energy and all that. And he's taking questions, he's fielding questions from his employees, which, doesn't happen very often. And so as he's doing this, one of the employees asks, so Elon, what will we do at Tesla when the robots take over? And this is what he said. He said, you'll be like a shepherd. You will be like a shepherd to navigate the robots in the factory, or navigate the robots in the farm fields, whatever it is. That is the future that we are headed to. Honestly, it really is. You're going to be one person and you're going to be navigating 10, 20 robots, whatever it is. Even if it's not robots, you're going to be training AI oracles. All right, these oracles that you're going to be building for your company. That's what's going to happen. Every company has domain knowledge specific to that company. And what AI truly is, at the end of the day, is a bunch of oracles. It's a bunch of oracles that have been trained on data. At the end of the day, you're going to have to be organized with your data. That's what you are as the shepherd. You're going to be managing the data for the AI to train against. All right, you got to teach which direction to go. Do you take the data down this path behind me, or do you move forward? There's going to be times where you got to take a step back and train the model again, because it's probably going to give the wrong result. Somebody's going to call your company up and say, hey man, your AI has got some problems. you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the honest truth. We're going to be shepherds just like the people in the past. Maybe it's time that we study those philosophies that those shepherds had, or those cattle herders had. They have stories about how they navigated, the herd. And that is what we are going to have to do when it comes to AI. It's crazy to think about that. But the computers do not have the ability to reason yet. Now they might, right? But guess what? They'll reason with you, okay? You're going to be the shepherd to tell them what's right and what's wrong. Just like you're the shepherd of your children, if you have children. You see what I'm saying, guys? This is an interesting new world we are coming into, no doubt. And this is what I want to tell you guys and my children, is that start thinking this way. Start thinking like a manager or a shepherd, all right? Because that is the future in which we are driving towards. Start thinking of make an oracle. When you go to ChatGPT or Claude AI or whatever it is, they are generating an oracle of the internet, of general humankind. They don't know much about your company. They don't know the intricacies of, let's say, a manufacturing line. They don't know that. So what your job is going to be is to gather up all the materials, all the data for your company, and put it into a folder, and then tell the AI, hey, here's my documents, go check them out, go read them. Here's the context window. That's what a context window is. It's going to train against that, and now it has some smarts. That's what artificial intelligence is being able to take that context and provide a large language model result from that. You're going to get an output from that. Now, if you're building a business, guys, if you're building a business and you're building intellectual property, know-how, patents, all that stuff, make sure that you document every detail there is and keep it organized into different folders for different apps, for different oracles. That is what it's about. You have to create multiple oracles when it comes to AI and being able to be competitive in this world. That's what it's all about, is building an oracle. I've been thinking about this and having meetings with AI people, and this is what it's all about. It's all about building oracles. It's crazy. Now, think about this for a moment. Think about this. Okay, I'm just taking one example for you to understand what is going to happen with AI. Now, I thought about technical support, right? I've got a big technical support team at my company, all right? They field calls left and right about the technical details of our products, okay? And when we hire someone, I assume, I don't work in that department, but I assume it takes time for that person to get up to speed on our technical products. It takes time, whether it's experimentation, reading up on documentation, getting trained, so on and so forth. And they don't give all the right answers. At the end of the day, their manager probably has to help them, right? Provide the right answers to customers. But now guess what? When you train the oracle against documentation of a company, you've just built a technical support person in a minute, in an hour. You get what I'm saying? Is that it's replacing the knowledge base of any job that's out there. I just gave you an example, technical support, all right? Because the AI can talk to a human on the other end. They can just, chat their way around and probably be able to answer 90% of the answers, as long as the source documentation is clean, right? As long as the AI can understand that source documentation and be able to discern the technical details of your company. You got to make it an oracle at the end of the day. I did a comparison between ChatGPT and Gemini of one of our products, and ChatGPT was wrong and Gemini was right. So how the AI, looks at your data is going to be the difference, and that is you becoming the shepherd and understanding that and being able to help the AI navigate your domain. That is what this is all about at the end of the day. And what it's going to do is the domain knowledge is going to be exponential now in the world. Everything's going to move way faster as far as getting things done, because knowledge, the quicker you can find knowledge, the quicker things get solved. That's what it comes down to. So, as I said, you need to learn to be a shepherd. You need to learn this technology. What I recommend you do, honestly, is open up an AWS account. Start an AWS account. There are 2 products there. One of them is called Bedrock, and the other one is Amazon Q Business. Start reading up on that information. That is the future. And every company will have products just like what AWS has. I'm sure Google has a product like that. Microsoft probably has an equivalent product. They're all going to have equivalent products. And what they are meant to do is for you to become a shepherd, all right? And help those products train against your data and to help navigate what's coming out of that data, all right? The result. Now, you know, that's more on the LLM side. As far as the robot side, that remains to be seen, right? I'm sure they're going to have a similar way to train the robots. You're going to have to probably demonstrate, you know, a certain task, like, oh, maybe this is a piece of wheat here. And you got to tell the robot, oh, take the wheat and this is how you, you know, harvest it. Whatever it is. You guys get the point. Is you're going to have to train and you're going to have to guide the robots. All right. So anyways, hopefully this helps you guys understand AI. I know that for a lot of people, they're trying to learn it, and so am I. I'm going to learn more as I go. I'm probably I could be scratching the surface, or hey, I could be completely wrong. Who knows? But this is my interpretation. Let me know what you guys think. Am I going down the right path as far as creating oracles for companies? Let me know in the comments below if you're an AI expert, and am I on the right path or am I not? Should I talk about it in a different way? So let me know. And anyways, you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for your time. Take a look at my previous video if you could, and cheers everyone. Bye.